Hey everybody, we're live right now. Hope everyone is going to have a nice day. Just want to double check. Last time I tried streaming, it was set to unlisted, so I want to make sure I'm actually live this time. Let me go to one way to do it. Perfect, I am live. Awesome. All right, we are live. We're going to start things off by playing a Blitz game. We'll open up the queue if anyone wants to play. Hello, Palestine. Welcome. All right, let's go ahead and start a game. Here we go. We're playing Jebbar Guladiev from Turkmenistan. We have a French defense. Let's go with the Tarash variation with knight d2. In this line, I think this is the way to go. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. Let's go here. Add some defense to that pawn. The queen is almost trapped. It's kind of on an awkward square, but there's no good way for me to do it. So let's just develop like normal. I guess, like if only there were a piece on this square, like the knight or the bishop, I could push the pawn and then that queen is trapped. But that's wishful thinking a bit. Let's just castle and play like normal. We'll go here. We're kind of making waiting moves to see what is going on. All right, I think at this point we're not winning this queen, but at least we can get some control. What's up, Dry Bones? You haven't been able to win any games today. That's too bad. All right, this guy is playing very well, and we have to do better on time. Let's take and then go here. I think that move makes a ton of sense, threatening to take the pawn with a check. Hold on, the bishop can block the check and attack my queen, and then my rook would still hit. So I need to move my rook. Let's move it down. Yeah, that protects. Let's go here and threaten that. Okay, time to move up. All right, Dry Bones, you're up next. What to do now? My kingside is getting attacked. I don't like it very much. This is threatening a mate, and I don't see any way to stop it, so I think I'm just cooked. Okay. Fair enough. I got destroyed. Alright, Dry Bones. I think you're up. I think there was someone from last time that my queue didn't get cleared out totally, but it says you're number 2, but you're really number 1. Yeah, Shadow Monarch, he was the last person I played yesterday. So Dry Bones, you're up. Autistic Little Boy is up. You were playing the world champion Carlson. Interesting. All right, let's grab a game. Since you're the first one up, we'll do a 5-minute instead of a 3. Give you that 2 more minutes of thinking. You may need it. All right, here we go. Autistic Little Boy. Here we go. Let's play Kurtan. Hopefully a normal opening this time. We have this Breyer variation with pawn to d3. So we'll see what my opponent does. Probably just make a normal developing move, put out one of the knights. I am possibly thinking about taking that pawn. Pawn takes and queen takes. Queen check, king takes, and then the king will no longer be able to castle. So let's do that. And now that the knight is out, I could finish that off by doing a pin at the end of that line. What's up, Shivanand? Raskonda? Bishop kill you? Okay, he doesn't want that queen trade, but I'm going to take an extra pawn by doing that. And now this pawn is isolated. No friendly pawns to the left or right. That pawn is all alone. It could be a potential target for me down the line. Maybe bishop here next to target that pawn. And it's also protected by that queen. So what will my opponent do here? What will autistic little boy do? If he's not careful, I'm going to quickly develop my pieces and stomp all over him. All right, now the question is, do I go for this pin now? Yeah, I think I do. And moving this bishop over here will be helpful because I do want to play pawn to e6, closing off the pawn chain, and I don't want my bishop being stuck behind. So it's good to get the bishop out and then think about playing a move like e6. He's just chasing my knight, but I'm moving it. He's spending so much time moving these pawns here. It's kind of silly. Let's go here. If he pushes again, I just come here and I'm fine. What's up, Shadow Monarch? I was just speaking about you. Because you were in the queue. You were number 1 in the queue today. Alright. This is always going to be a potential target. These pawns are way too overextended. My knight is very healthy. Can't easily be kicked out. Yeah, only good things. Let's go here. Let's develop that bishop. Maybe come here, offer a trade, take back with the knight. The knight will hit that bishop. I'm very nicely developed here. Just gotta keep developing, keep coming closer to that king. White is totally undeveloped. The only piece he has developed is this bishop. He has no other pieces out. Meanwhile, I have my knights out. I have my bishop out. My rooks are about to be connected. This is looking really good for me. All right. Let's try what to do. Let's leave this alone. If he takes, I'll take back with the pawn. I'm fine about that. Let's go this way. Let's develop the queen and maybe castle queenside. I'm feeling castling queenside in this position is the way to go so that I can pile up some pressure on this h-file and try to blast through and take advantage of these weak pawns on the h-file. I'm just going to do that. What will my opponent do? If he takes, I'll take back with the pawn and maybe bishop here. Well, that'll leave this pawn hanging. So bishop here isn't good. It doesn't make sense for my opponent to trade pieces, and like in this case, because he only has one developed piece. And now it's looking at a beautiful pawn chain. This pawn's isolated. I don't know what white is planning to do with their king. If they plan on castling, this is just going to open the door for devastation, because if they do castle, that rook will move away from that file. I'll just be able to take that pawn. All right, now I think this is a blunder, because now I can play queen 2. Actually, hold on a sec. You know what? I'll try it. Queen over here, targeting the rook, and also adding an attacker to this pawn here. I was a little bit concerned about this bishop move, but I'm fine. I can tickle in a check or a check here or something like that to get things rolling. Yeah, this bishop check I'm not really too concerned about. The best way forward, I think, is going to be to go here, check. And this will make sure that white will never be able to castle, and he's going to be stuck in the middle of the board for the rest of the game. So if he comes down or whatever, then maybe this check is nice. But if this check, then bishop here, and then my queen is a little bit awkward. Right now my queen is under attack, so I have to do something about it. I'm thinking to go here. What's up, PNM? PNM, if you want to play me, just sub to my channel and then do !join inside the chat. You'll need to do the exclamation mark first. All right, what to do here? I'm thinking this would be good. Also, I could just back up the queen 1 square and threaten to push it. let's do that. Let's keep the pressure on that bishop. All right, we have an excellent position on our hands. We just have to finish things off. We don't have the bishop pair, that's for sure, but we're fine. We are chilling. Let's go here, check. Awesome, PNM. Thanks for joining. And Chess Cut, welcome. Good to see you guys. All right, my opponent's in check. He blocks with the bishop. This is asking for trouble. It's asking for trouble because of this move. Rook c8. I'm going to bring in another rook into the action. Weird that the Nightbot recognized Chess Cut as first rather than PNM. I'm pretty sure I saw PNM put first. Gotta go with what the Nightbot says, though. And this bishop is not hanging because that's pinned right now. So my opponent is in some serious time pressure right now. Only about 30 seconds left. And against my 2 minutes and 17 seconds, he has virtually no chance. Autistic little boy just commented. He said, "I'm going to hunt you down in real life and throw a rook at you." Well, that's not very nice. Let's take that bishop. If queen takes, he's in a world of hurt after rook comes here. Now he's going to be down the queen and lose the game. We take, and now it's simply a matter of converting. I don't even want to take this free pawn right now. I want to take a little bit of time and get my pieces closer into the fight, that being my knight. So let's give a check. Let's bring in the knight over here. Threaten to mate in one. Okay, he blocks it. What do I want to do? Let's go here with the check. If en passant, I would have just took back with my pawn, but my opponent ran out of time. That's how it goes sometimes. All right, who is next? Next up, we have, drum roll, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Chess Cut. And then PNM, you're on standby for the game after. All right, Chess Cut. Sorry about that, PNM, but the bot has decided against your favor and put you in second position instead of first. Okay, Chess Cut, username. And in the meantime, PNM, if you want to drop your chess.com username too. Oh, that's so nice of you, Chess Cut. Really do appreciate that. I'm sure PNM would appreciate that too. PNM, you're up. Just drop your chess.com username in the chat and we'll play. PNM, are you here? Okay, Avishik 2. I'm going to copy and paste that. Otherwise, I'm going to misspell. Oh, I see you want to be friends here. I'll accept. What does your profile picture say? It's not in a language I can understand, but it looks like one of those memes. All right, let's get a game. All right, here we go, PNM. And then Chess Cut, you're on deck. What's up, Exxon Boom? What's up, what's up? All right, I sent you the challenge, PNM. Who is Man? Someone named Man said me. Are you able to just pick whatever YouTube name you want? I'm surprised Man wasn't taken. Maybe you can have multiple of the same. How dare your message not go through? Oh, I saw your message on chess.com, but it wasn't very nice, so I didn't read that out loud. Threatening me with throwing pieces at me. Not nice. Hey, PNM, what's going on here? Do I need to try again? Please send again? Sure. I'll send you a challenge again. I don't know if exclamation mark rating is a thing. But my rating is about 1900. It's about 1900. What is yours, Zatlan? Man, you can totally join. All you need to do is sub to my channel and then do a comment, exclamation mark, join. If you want to play Bullet, we can play Bullet. I like some Bullet. Hey, for some reason, PNM, it doesn't look like you're accepting my challenge. What is going on? Do you want to try challenging me instead? Try sending me a challenge. One day you'll be sitting there and little shall you know, a bishop shall be waiting in the corner. Yeah. Okay. Okay, dry bones. All right, PNM, I don't know what's going on here. What is this? We got to get our game going. Here we go. We have a game now. Fantastic. Good luck, Avishik 2. We'll play a trusty Kurtan. Kurtan is a solid, beautiful opening. Starts the game with a gorgeous pawn center, and we're going to play this. Take that pawn here. I did look into the alien gambit with knight g5, and it's not very good. So don't think about doing that. All right. Knight comes here. It's generally not a good move because it's looking at the control over this pawn. So it makes that knight a little bit awkward, even though it's where the knight usually naturally goes to. In this particular position with this pawn here, it's a little bit awkward. But not losing or anything by any means. It's just a slight misstep. Better would have been to put the knight here. So we castle, and probably rook e8 is going to be next. I reached 1,000 in Bullet, but lost 80 points in a row. I don't know. I'm blundering too much. Yes, you are. You're blundering too much, and you need to get better at tactics for Bullet. You need to be able to instantly see tactics. Time to take over your stream, trying to ban me. I don't even know if that's possible. Even if you're a moderator, I don't know if you'd be able to ban me. Don't think that's possible. So the benefit of having 4 pawns here, even though it's doubled, is that I could get away with taking and be fine. As long as I don't get checkmated over here. So we'll go this way. And we're chilling. And what is Black's kingside? He's missing a pawn over here. I just realized that. He's no pawn. I can try to maybe squeeze in my queen a little bit and try to get in the territory. Maybe move the pawn 1 square just to kick away the knight. Maybe go here or something like that. Well, no, that would be dumb. That would just lose the queen. But you get the idea. I'm just trying to get a little bit closer to the king. Maybe not right away, but that's like a long-term plan. Whoa. Okay, if I take that pawn, that would be silly because I would just get mated. But who says I have to take the pawn? Let's instead go here with the bishop. If bishop takes, queen takes. And now we're 1 step closer to the king. And we're on the knight. And now me leaving that square gives that opportunity for my knight to jump in. Okay, my queen is attacked right now. I have to defend it. Let's defend it this way. If the queen tries to block, that blunders the pawn. I think I'm going to take that pawn either way. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We are chilling like a villain here. Let's go here. Where are the kingside pawns for white? I'm just going to attack the crap out of him now. I'm going to throw everything that I have at the kingside and go for a quick mate. So if I move the knight, rook here is a little annoying, but I am realizing that this pawn is free. So I'm going to take the free pawn. Have I beaten all the wildlife bots? No, I don't like playing bots. I don't like playing bots. I only like playing real people. Let's take this. Actually, hold on a sec. We don't want to blunder anything here. Let's just get the knight a little bit closer into the game. I don't care about this pawn. Don't care about it. All right, what to do now? Maybe it's time to bring in the knight. Get it into the game. Can't beat Wooly. Don't worry about it. Just play people, not bots. Okay, this is a fork. But not really, because the queen can come here. So it's okay. Yeah, not really a fork. Let's go with this move just to support everything. Where is my opponent going? Okay, coming in with the knight. I want to try to attack the knight. Let's go here. See what he would like to do. Check. Okay, but now I move. Now I'm on the knight and I'm on the rook. If he does something with this knight, that undefends the rook. I don't see white getting out of this mess. I have only 27 seconds, guys, so I need to be a little bit more careful with my time. All right, let's take the free knight. Let's take. If queen takes queen, we take back with the rook. And we should have this game in the bag. His rook is loose too. But yeah, I'm just up a full rook here. There's really not much to be done. Let's go here. Target this pawn. He could go here to block, but I mean, come on. This is all over. Let's pick up this pawn. We'll go here. Maybe pick up that one too. Yep, let's take it. Let's go here and pile up and then take that pawn. Over here. You can even pre-move that. Let's go here. Here. Boom. We're fine. Completely safe. Let's throw in a check. We'll push this pawn. Why not? We'll go here. Protect that pawn. Maybe jump in with our king. Like that. And then check. And then we pick up the rook. And this is all over. Good game. Abhishek 2. Good game. aka PNM. Chess cut. Your turn. Good game. Zlatan, if you want to play bullet with me or man, you have to do exclamation mark join. Same with anyone. Anyone here that's tuning in, if you want to play me, just type exclamation mark join in the chat. And please click like on the stream. Would really help. Hello there, BPRI. I don't know how to pronounce that. Chess cut is up. I think you should. Oh yeah, it's chess cut YT. Let's get a game. Thank you for the game. How did I play with you? Excellent question. You played really well compared to most people on here. Solid opening. I think where you started to go wrong was advancing your pawns like this. It just creates a big weakness for your king side. There was no real reason for you to do it. Sure, I mean, it exerts some pressure, but after this, I'm completely fine, and now you just don't even have... You don't have a pawn in front of your king. It's just asking for an attack. It kind of happens. I pick up another pawn, and at this point, it's kind of all over. Yeah, I'm up a full rook here, but I think where you started to go wrong was pushing your king side pawns too far. Oh, you sent me one? Yeah, I see it. Let's go. Good luck. All right, chess cut. Let's play our trusty Kurtan. It's worked so far. If it ain't If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't work, then you gotta do something. All right, we have the advanced variation of the Kurtan, and here we're gonna play c5. The main line is to bring the bishop out to f5, but I like playing this sideline because it's a little bit more punchy. Thanks for tuning in, Dry Bones. I'll see you next time. Let's take... I'm assuming pawn takes. And now here, this pawn is backwards, meaning it's behind the pawn chain and there's no friendly pawns to support it. So this could be a long-term weakness for my opponent if they're not careful. So maybe something like queen here, trade, I could pick up the queen. Like as simple as that. Let's go here to stop any shenanigans from coming on to b5. Just shut that down in the tracks. Queen to b6 is next. Yeah, let's go queen b6. And now we're adding a little bit of firepower on here. We're threatening to remove the defender. Now, this is a good move in theory because it's adding a defender to that pawn. But while it moves away, whenever a piece moves away, it undefends a square. And in this case, it's undefending that pawn, so we take it. Now we're on the knight. Right now, that knight is undefended. What's up, dead man? Welcome to my stream. Knight over here attacks the queen, but now we can just move it and be happy being up a pawn. I think a good move for me would be to just move it back. Or over here, even. Let's go over here, see what he does. Is my nickname Corey Zapin? Yeah, it is. Chessboard is small and hard to see. I'll try to make it a little bit bigger. Maybe like this. I'm just afraid, like on YouTube, it has a lot of elements on the side, like profile picture, the thumbs up, the thumbs down button. I don't want the chessboard getting in the way of that. So that's why I kind of made things a little bit smaller. I hope that makes sense. All right, the knight goes here. This pawn is loose. I'm thinking to chop off that knight and then disconnect one of the pawns from here. And then that'll just make my center control all that much better. Let's now bring in the knight here. And we're going to get ready to castle next. That is the plan. I'm the man with the plan. I don't hate my position. Time-wise, we're a bit equal, so I need to play a little bit faster. We're approaching bullet territory. What will my opponent do next? This bishop is kind of glued down here. Interesting. Offering a queen trade. I think I'm inclined to take it. Let's go take it. Now, let's go over here and take a look at that pawn. He goes here. Let's go this way and threaten to remove the defender of that bishop. It's the only piece that's guarding that bishop. Okay, here, this is also a defender of that pawn. Let's remove it so that we can win a pawn. So let's do it. Bishop takes, we take back with the knight. We're up a pawn here. We have excellent center control. Bishop versus knight endgame. Here we go. This is how it's going to be. Yeah, 3-0 time control is absolutely perfect. It's my favorite time control. And yeah, usually these games are unrated. Castle. Beautiful. Let's go here, tickle that pawn. If it pushes, we take. All right, that's a free pawn. And the bishop is hit. This pawn is going to fall too. The position is completely collapsing for white. Now I have a million extra pawns. This game should be a piece of cake. Let's put the rooks doubled on that c-file. And we have excellent control. Excellent control. My opponent has absolutely nothing going on for him at this point. I don't see any way to break through. This is coming next. Let's do it. If he takes that, it'll be a huge mistake because taking will lead to a loss of a bishop. Let's see what my opponent does with 18 seconds left on the clock. This is not going to look too good. Whoa, a sacrifice? I'm just going to take it with my king. I don't see the value behind that. Let's go. Let's push. Passed pawns are meant to be pushed. So we push him. Let's push it again. Where is he going now? I guess he's got to go there, but okay, check. I move. All right, let's block the rook. And I think this is going to be all over. I'm going to get a queen and then a checkmate soon to follow. Good game, chess cut. You played this one pretty well. Next up, we have. Who is next? Come on, Nightbot, tell me who's next. I'll just go to that link. Go to site. It'll tell me who's next. Oh, PNM already played. That's right, we swapped the order of Chesscut and PNM. Next up, we're going to have X on Boom. X on Boom. Yeah, I was totally lost. Ain't no way I played well. My bishop was trapped, so I took a pawn with the sack. Yeah. Alright. I'm a breakable. I love that username. I love the username. Let's get going with our next viewer game. I'm a breakable. And your tagline here, it's small for you guys, but it says, doing cocaine as we speak. Okay. Good luck. By the way, was there a way to save the bishop? I don't remember. I barely remember that game. All I knew is that you blundered a few pawns, so I took him. Alright, we have this modern defense, baloney. So we're just going to develop pieces normally. This opening is baloney. I don't believe in anything other than controlling the center. There is like a hyper modern theory, but it's all baloney. Threatening to push, but he blocks it. Very nice. Let's castle. How can I send you a challenge? I need to add you to a friend list first. You don't have to. You could also just search me up by clicking the friend icon on the sidebar and then doing members. Oops, and then commenting my name. But also, if you just give me your chess.com username, I could just challenge you myself. Either which way works with me is fine. All right, bishop comes here. Let's add some support to that pawn. Bishop takes, queen takes. I'm actually in a little bit of trouble, if not for the fact that my queen would be on f7. Very nice. That's a nice save for me. But I do have to worry about this, because this could remove the defender of that pawn. Awesome, we have Shadow Monarch in the queue. Okay, what to do now? I think I may have to push. See what he wants to do with that knight. Where is he going? He's adding some pressure, attacking the knight, attacking the bishop. Let's back up the bishop and break the pin. I think we're fine here. We wiggled our way out of it. What will my opponent do now? Thank you for sharing that. How do you pronounce your YouTube name? It's like B-E-P. I don't know how to read Russian characters. Let's trade this off. Bishop here is definitely what's going to happen. Now, can I be fancy here and take this way? Bishop takes, knight takes. That looks very interesting because I can go here at the end of the line. You know what? Let's try it. Let's take on f7. Oh, your YouTube name is Vergilius. Nice. Okay, here we banked a pawn out of this mess. It looked like I was giving up a piece, but we're equal on material, and I'm up a pawn. So that was some high-level exchanges going on. Let's go here on this nice file for me. Now we take, and this looks even better for my rook now. Now I'm going to play this beautiful move, pawn to e5. If pawn takes, the queen drops. I'd love to move my bishop and move this again. Okay, that is hitting my bishop. What if I take? Yeah, let's take. Yeah, 1 game per stream to make it fair for everyone who wants to play me. Let's go here. But you could literally come every day and play me every day. I don't hate my position. I'm up a pawn. Really happy about this. Let's dominate even more. Bring out the other rook. We have all our pieces going for us. Wow, this was a mistake. He didn't realize I just moved my rook here. Now I can take that rook, and it's supported by that rook that I just moved to that square. That's a big blunder. Big, big blunder. Let's take. This bishop is pinned to the king. Can't do anything right now. I may go here next, depending on what. Okay, he gets out of the pin. Now this is a threat. Let's just go here. I don't mind giving back up the exchange. Okay, that doesn't work because of this. I usually play on Lichess, and I'm not familiar with chess.com interface, so it'd be better if you sent me a challenge 3+. Yeah, that's fine. I could do that. Lichess is pretty good too. I can't because it's freaking 3 a.m. and I can't stay all the time. It's just when I study a lot and didn't feel like sleeping. Yeah. When it will be your order. Yeah. I don't know if you're next, but it's X on boom, and then you're up. I think I'm playing X on boom, so I think you are up. Yeah, you're on standby after this. So right after this game, you're next. That is going to be a free bishop. Let's go here and threaten a mate. I'm covering this king's escape square. Okay, that does the trick. Well, let's just go here now. And here. And here. I'm just getting everything closer to the king. Hey, what's up, IB Plays? Of course I remember you. I remember all your YouTube comments. I think you say you want to go to my streams, but you can't because it's like 3 a.m. or something crazy like that. But glad you're here. Of course I remember you. All right, let's go here. Get the king to protect this because I would like to play that. This move looks good. Let's go here and do checkmate next. There's nothing that black can do. There we go. You can't go because of your exams? Yeah, that's all right. Next up, who do we have? Oh, you don't have to mute the stream. I don't care about that. Some people care about it, but I don't, because I think it's a good learning experience to hear my thoughts out loud while we play. But it's up to you. All right, you shared your username, Vergilius Prime. You are up next. Let's get ready to play. Here we go. I like your profile picture. I don't know what that is, but it looks like some kind of dolphin or whale. Interesting. Okay. Challenge sent. Make sure you're logged into chess.com and hit accept. Here we go. Here's the game. Awesome, Shadow Monarch. I do look forward to it. You always give me a hell of a challenge. We have a French defense. Okay. Let's just develop our pieces. Bring him out. This covers the pawn. I think this is it's an interesting move. Because if takes bishop here. So let's actually... Wow, that's a nice move. Let's go here. Let's go d5. And now I'm threatening to take it, and no shenanigans on my pawn. Yes, I remember Buzz for you. You ask this every time. I guess here we... yeah, let's take. Why not? And then put a knight on f3. And I think that's decent for us. Queen e2 first. Let's pop in a check. This is a useful move. I'm in a pretty good position right now. I do want to be a little bit careful of any discoveries on this pawn. But the king goes over there. That's kind of weird. Let's go over here. Threaten stuff like that. Putting a rook here doesn't work because now I have this. Oh, we have a new sub. The Chess Grind. Hey, I appreciate that. You got banned forever on Discord? That sucks. I feel like I want to play this, but I don't really see a follow-up. There's also this to consider, but also I don't see a follow-up to that. This knight is hit, so I think we have to play a3 and counterattack on that bishop. So this way, if pawn takes, I can take that knight. And if the knight backs up, I simply go here. I am a little concerned of my queen getting pinned. Hey, another subscriber, ACHRE Ref. Thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. Okay, let's go here, and now my queen is out of dodge. I was really afraid of this pin. Now we can safely come here, and I think we're totally fine. We're on this rook. We are on that rook. Hey, what's up, Extreme Gamer? Good to see you. I'm having a great position right now. It looked a little bit scary a minute ago, but we got ourselves out of it. Now, do I want to take this, or do I want to take that? Let's take the rook. Free rook in my pocket. Hey there, L2. Welcome. We are up a bunch of material. What to do now? I think it may make sense for us to go over here and start initiating some trades. This pawn is a little bit loose, but I'm fine. We just go here and defend it. My king is out in the open. I'm saying, come at me. Come at me. How are you going to attack me? What are you going to do? All right, let's go over here. Chop off that knight, and then we're going to come in with our queen and get the queen back into the game. Next up, we're going to slide. Actually, go here, because I don't want that pawn getting captured. I want to slide my rook to e1 and go for more trades. I'm happy. I'm up the exchange. I'm fine to win this. I think I'm very confident about this. Queen here. Wow, queen there. That's a good move. That is a good move. What to do against that? I don't know. Let's sacrifice a pawn, I guess, for activity. And it opens up the bishop on this. I don't see myself getting checkmated. I am a little bit afraid of bishop over here threatening this mate. But I could move my bishop away and then my queen will support that checkmating idea. So I think I'm all right. I'm like hanging on by a thread, but it's working out for me. Okay, here we have takes. Let's go ahead and chop off this pawn over here. Now I'm threatening queen over here. Check. Maybe bring in a rook then after king goes here. Like, this is starting to look pretty damn good for me. All right, that's an excellent move. That is a big threat. But now I think I can get away with playing this. Fingers crossed. This check is super annoying, but king here, and I think I'm okay. All right, let's go with check. Check. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I don't know what to do. I'm running out of time. This is a time scramble, and I get checkmated. No! I got checkmated. I had very little time, and I made a huge blunder. Well played. Well played, Vergilius. Excellent game. You kept your senses and went in for the kill. Great game. That was fun. Next up, we have bad game. Bad for me because I lost, but I enjoyed it. It was wild. My king was out in the open. The thing is, I'm not afraid to lose. If I lose, I lose, but at least go for an interesting game. Go for a fight. I don't want to play boring. I want to have an interesting game, and this was a hell of an interesting game. Fake Gukesh, 56. Yes, I figured out what was causing the stream delay, and I fixed it. It was just a setting when I set up the stream. I had to change the latency from normal to ultra low, and then that fixes it. All right, Deadman, you're up. Deadman, you're up. Fake Gukesh. 56. Fake Gukesh. Challenge sent. Here we go. Good luck. We play d5. And we have a London system. All right, we know what to do against the London system. That was a fun game. Both sides has chances. I feel how my heart rate raised at the end. Yeah, it could have gone either way. That was a lot of fun. All right, we go here. 97, rook e8, maybe pawn to c6. Our goal in this line is to play e5. So everything that I'm doing is supporting an e5 pawn break. Let's go ahead and put a rook over here, and then e5 next. Yeah, let's do e5. Crack open the center. Now we're in for a fight. This is going to be an interesting game. If my opponent doesn't see it, I'm going to play e4 and win a piece. So he has to do something. All right, let's take the pawn. This is excellent for me if bishop takes, queen takes, and I'm really happy about my center control, and I think I'd have won the opening battle. Okay, this move is interesting. It does leave this pawn to be a bit of a weakness. So I'm going to tuck the bishop back. I'm threatening to capture that pawn. Ooh, do I want to go for this? Take the pawn, bishop takes knight, pawn takes knight. I'm up a pawn, but this pawn structure is a bit damaged, and then this pawn would be loose at the end of the line. I don't think so. I don't think that's the right idea. And that's actually a really strong move. I hadn't really considered it fully. What to do? Maybe block. Takes. That would be bad. So nope. I can just accept the bad pawn structure. I think maybe I'll take it. You know what? I'll take it. Let's play. Let's do this. Okay. If we take here, check, and I move my king up, this is gonna be an interesting game. Let's do it. Let's do this. I'm on the bishop. Where's the bishop going? This pawn is also loose. I need to play a little bit faster, but I think I'm in pretty good shape. I'm not too worried. This, and then the bishop will be able to come back and to the defense of my king. I should be fine. All right, there. Let's go here. Tickle the rook. And then double up. Maybe even pawn to f5 would have been good. To just lock in that bishop. I think I'm going to play it now. I still have that chance. No, I don't. Pawn f5, you could just take it. That would be dumb. I should not have took. That was a little premature. Let's go here. We keep fighting. Rook e8 next. Now I'm threatening to come here. Okay, he sees it. Let's come here. We take. We have a fight on our hands. We have the bishop pair. It is a nice advantage. And this is a devastating threat right now. Because then the queen would have to block, and then absolute devastation. I love my queen's position on that e-file. Compared to my opponent's queen, mine is so much better in every possible way that I don't mind having these doubled pawns. All right, I think we got to go in for this. Check. Oh, I should have checked the other way first. I should have checked here. Whatever, it's already done. Queen is almost trapped, but not quite. But let's go here. Queen comes up. I'm not 100% convinced about this. We have to come here to protect the queen. Yeah, this I messed up. But let's go here. No, I messed up. But let's see if I can flag my opponent. I'm down a piece. I have to fight. Oh my god. If bishop takes, I'll be so happy. But queen can't. Queen. Oh. Guys, my opponent fucked up. Let's go. Now we have a queen against 2 pieces. We are back in the game. Let's go here and then d4. This is going to be a tricky fight, but I think I have this in the bag. Check. We'll go back. Okay, check. We have a passed pawn. This is very helpful. What's he going to do about this check? Okay, check here. Let's push. What are we doing next? Where is any of his pieces going? There. Let's push. If he takes it, this is mate. Boom. Tricked him. That was not a free pawn. What a game. What a turn of events. That could have gone either way too. That was crazy. At this position, fake Gukash, instead of taking back with the bishop, allowing the skewer, you should have took with the queen. And then I have absolutely nothing. But yeah, you want a review? Let's do a little review. Wow. Apparently I'm just dead lost. Oh no, I'm okay here. Normal opening. I saw the bar on the left and I'm like, what? Oh, here? Oh my god. After this pawn move, my bishop is hanging and you can just take it for free. I did not realize that. But luckily, neither did you. And I went queen c7 to support it. And now we have this going on. This is kind of wild. It looks like I'm slightly better, but it's a fight. I missed a mate in 3. A better move. Yeah, I did miss this. Bishop here. Check. If you move king b1, queen e1 check. And then it's going to be mate next after this. Yeah, crazy game, but good game. That was a lot of fun. Next up. Who is next? I think it might be, let's refresh the page. It's IB Plays. Oh, no. It's Shadow Monarch, and IB Plays, you're next. Shadow Monarch, you're up. Shadow Monarch is like a 2200 player, so tricky games every single time. Wow, he bumped up his rating even more. He's 2304. Oh my god. Challenge sent. Shadow Monarch. Good luck. Let's see if I can hold my own against this game. Here we go. Sung Jin Woo. I don't know who that is. I'm assuming that's the name of the character inside Shadow Monarch, but I actually have no idea. I don't follow anime. All right. He's taking a crack at the hypermodern approach. Hey there, Dead Rose. Good to see you. Welcome to my stream where I play viewers. Let's go here. We are playing just like normal. Nothing fancy yet. We'll go here. He could have took this knight and hurt my pawns, but whatever. What's up, 25 World? Hello, gentleman from India. That's very nice. I'm from Florida. Am I good? I'm okay. I'll let the chat answer that question. I don't want to brag or anything like that. Okay, this opens up the king side very, very badly. I don't know how to attack it. Let's go here. This is threatening that. This is threatening that. This is tough. What to do? Maybe I need to just double down on this attack and come in for that. I don't know what good that does, though. But let's see if my opponent goes for this. He does. Let's take here. Things are going to open up like nuts here. Yikes. This is looking really, really bad for me. This king is perfectly fine. I have no firepower to attack it. My queen's about to be hit. This is going to be kind of devastating of an attack. Let's bring out a rook over here and go for some sort of discovery. Yeah, that's a solid move. Let's go with this is tough. My opponent's putting me in a tough spot. I'm going to lose the bishop, but at least I have that. That's a cool looking move because I'm on the queen. Okay, there goes that idea. This is not good for me. Can I go check? Can I get away with this? Check and then pick up this knight? Now that's a move I can get behind. Let's go here. Now we're on the queen and the bishop. And suddenly I think we're back into this game. That's threatening a checkmate in one if I'm not careful. That is a bummer, but let's go here. Oh no, this comes with a check. Oh my god. I didn't even see that. Dang. Dang, my opponent is playing insanely good. I have nothing to play for at this point. I'm just dead lost. What are the trophies behind you for? I've played in chess tournaments, and these are the trophies that I've accumulated over the years. All from tournaments. Okay, I'm going to resign. Excellent game, Shadow Monarch. I can see why you're at 2300. Kicked my butt. Good game. Next up. We have IB Plays. Yeah, good game, Shadow Monarch. You weren't kidding when you said you'd try your best. IB Plays, you're up. And you said you're decent? Yeah, I don't like to brag. Akash, this is chess.com. Chess.com. IB Plays, what's your username? I would like to play with you too, Akash. All you need to do is subscribe to my channel. Doesn't cost you a penny. And then do !join inside the chat. And you'll need to have a chess.com account. IB Plays, waiting for your username. Thank you for the sub. It's Ibrahim. Oh, Ibrahim. That was your name. That's where the IB comes from. All right, I'm going to send you a challenge right now. Here we go. Challenge sent. Just accept it. Here we go. Good luck. Okay, so this is the English. Against the English, I don't like playing the English. I'm going to try to transpose to a Queen's Gambit declined. And it usually goes like that. But we have a weird move order. Hey there, Kurtan. Good to see you again. Let's go here. And apparently this has transposed to a French defense. Steiner variation. I don't know anything about that variation. But we're okay here. Let's take with the queen. We're on this pawn a bunch of ways. So we can easily recover that pawn. I think we take it back now. Let's take back with the knight. I don't want a queen trade at this point. I like my pieces. Let's go here and tickle the queen. Thanks, Dead Rose. Appreciate it. And I'm going to castle right now. He's probably preparing to do the same. So let's go ahead and develop my knight. Get all the pieces out. We'll go here. Maybe play rook e8. Okay, threatening that bishop. This bishop does seem kind of weak right now. Let's go here. See if he wants to bite and take that bishop. Kind of don't like that bishop. I would love to... Okay, here we go for this trade. And I feel much better about my position already. I'm on the queen. That's a tempo. And now I get a chance to do another move. And that move is going to pile up on this d-file. And here. Why not? Centralize the rooks. Now the rooks are on 2 open files. This one's technically a semi-open file because of that pawn. But I think this position is fantastic for me. And here, I'm going to go with the triple fork. Forking both of the rooks and the queen in one shot. Let's take the rook. We're on the knight, and we're also threatening to go back if they're not careful. Okay, let's grab that knight for free, and we're protecting that knight. I could have got the queen? What are you talking about? How could I have got the queen? No. I think you're mistaken. This is a fork. He moved the queen out of the way. I could not have got the queen. That is incorrect. Incorrect. My knight is in danger. So let's take... Oh, not there, somewhere else. I'll have to check back later. Let's go here, pick up a piece. This comes with a check, so they don't have time to take my rook. Okay, that's a queen. Let's go here, cut off the king a little bit. If rook comes here, I may chop it up. Yeah, he's cooked. Let's just simplify things a bit. We have a rook. Our rook is going to party. Let's go here. The king really should have came down before. But let's go here. The king is locked in a box. And this is the box right now of the king that he's stuck in. And my goal is to tighten that box as much as possible. We'll go here. This king is not going anywhere. My rook is too fast. He's locked in the second and first rank for the rest of the game. And I'm going to get my king involved, scoop up all the pawns, and have a pretty good time. I'm not even worried about these 2 pawns here. I want this king locked in a box. So let's come here. We'll come back this way. And if you... Okay, let's go here. Where is he going? I want to constrict him, make him go back. Now he's going to go back. He can't come here, here, or here. I have the kingside opposition. He must come back somewhere. Let's go this way. My goal is to get opposition my turn, and then boom, that would be a mate. Let's go here. Now my king is the king is in a box here. Now he's in a box here. We move the rook to the other side of the board. Okay, we take the pawn. We make a waiting move because I want the king to come here. Let's make a waiting move by moving the rook 1 square. If the king goes here, I go here. And we follow him to the corner. And then he's going to have no choice but to come in front of my king. Okay, he helped me save a move, but now this is checkmate. That is a very instructional endgame. And you guys should all know how to checkmate with 1 rook and a king. That's how to do it. So, Extreme Gamer, you're saying after I piled the rook and queen, I could have won the opponent's queen? How? You're telling me here I could have won the queen? Help me understand. I don't see it. By the way, Corey, do you think I got better? Yeah, I think you got better. I think you've shown significant improvement. Hope you keep it up. Tell me which move at this point, instead of me putting my rook here, how could I have won the queen? I don't see what you're talking about. I don't have any discoveries. If I go here, check, he doesn't have to take back with the pawn. This would be a blunder because the queen can take. Yeah, sack the knight with check. They're not obligated to take back with the pawn. They can take back with the queen, and there's no more discovered attack on the queen. I'm just down a queen. No worries. Next up. Who is next? Extreme Gamer. It's you. Let's do this. Fire Fury. I have a challenge from someone named Ripper Suni. Is that anybody here in the chat? Fire Fury, you're up. Good luck. Here we go. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. IB Plays. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. All right. Let's play this. You have a Kurtan. Queen. All right, let's see what he does with it. So if I come here and knight takes, I can't take back with this pawn. That's super interesting. I'd have to take back the other way. I kind of don't want to do that. So let's just challenge the knight, see where he wants to go. See where he wants to go. I definitely didn't want to go here because I would get checkmated. That would have been super embarrassing. I could have took this pawn, but after pawn here, my bishop's kind of out of play. But a pawn is a pawn. I could have escaped. Am I still in time to do this now? Yeah, I think I am because I have something up my sleeve. If pawn pushes, I have this. And then I'm on the rook. Yeah, I'm on the rook. Queen takes, I take the rook. This is excellent for me. What a find. I need to become a FIDE candidate. Easier said than done. After queen takes here, my queen is a little bit awkward, but I can just move it back. And I'm up the exchange. I'm good with this. Wow, in 8 moves, I think I'm already winning. I'm definitely not at that level. Definitely not. I'm not ignoring you. You didn't ask anything. You're just saying goat, goat, X Magnus. Check. If you had a question or a statement or something, okay. But there's nothing for me to say about goat. Let's go here. Attack the knight. And opens the door for our bishop to throw in a check. And we get an extra tempo to develop a knight. We go here. Bring out the knight. Probably castle next. But no, our queen is attacked. We must do something about it. So let's go over here. Play England Gambit. I'll play it against you. If you want me to. If you jump in my queue, I'll play you with the England Gambit. Either play the England Gambit or against the England Gambit. I would do it. All right, let's go here. Pin that bishop. We're pinning the tail on the donkey. Oh, you suck. It's okay. It's all in good fun. These games are unrated. Let's hit the knight. This check is a little annoying, and this doesn't work because that. Oh, actually, it does work. Let's go here. This is protected by the queen. Oh, hold on a sec. He's in trouble. My rook is attacking the queen. Pawn's attacking the knight. Yeah, this check. What do I want to do? Let's chop off that knight. We are up a knight. There we go. You'd embarrass yourself. No, you wouldn't. Almost nobody here wins. Let's go here and attack the queen. Wait, he couldn't fork? What are you talking about? The problem is it's not really a fork, because if he took there, whoops, if he took there, I would take back with my queen. So it's not really a fork. All right, let's go. I think here makes logical sense. And we'll slide in our rook over there. Also, knight c5 is an idea. All right, let's go here. Now we're doubled up on this d file. It's looking great for us. Let's play queen over here, getting the queen a little bit closer. Let's get the queen a little bit closer. There we go. Maybe let's go this way. Oh no, guys, I blundered my queen, but he blundered it back. He could have took my queen, but I take it back. I was going to win anyway on time. Wow, this game is rated. I just realized that. My opponent sent me a rated game. Irmaya says he could take your rook. Where could he have taken my rook? My queen was hanging here for sure. But I don't think my rook was hanging at any point. Yeah, time pressure for sure. Queen and rook fork? No. Don't think so. L2, you're up. L2, drop your chess.com username in the chat. And then it's your turn. Your turn to face my fury. All right, there was... What are you talking about, L2? Are we playing or not? The king and rook fork? What are you talking about? In the beginning? Oh, yeah, here, I did pick up the rook here. You're saying maybe towards the end? I don't know, the end was a bit of a time scramble. You're saying here? The king and rook fork here? This blunders the knight. Too far? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Maybe that? Oh, sacrifice the queen. Ah, sacrifice the queen, because if queen takes, then there's a fork and takes, but it's a bit equal. But wow, that would be a nice fighting chance. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. L2. L2 is up. What's your chess.com username? Let's get a game. That would have been cool if you played it. Here we go. A challenge for a 5-minute game. Good luck, L2. I did not see that sacrifice. That would have been pretty cool if you had played it. All right, let's attack the bishop. Where is he going with that? He's going to let me take the bishop pair right away. I'm all on board for that. 1000%, yes. Okay. This kind of reminds me of the Alien Gambit where they're going for this. I'm going to allow it. If they really want to take the pawn, be my guest. It won't work. They'll just be down a knight. We have something very similar to the Alien Gambit here. But this isn't good. Let's just develop our knight. Yeah, guys, this is very similar to the Alien Gambit. I'm fine with it. We'll go here. Our goal in the Alien Gambit is to trade a bunch of pieces, because we're up a piece. Let's go here. It's a weird way to do it, yeah. This is a free queen. Okay, let's storm in for an attack. We'll go here. Serious light squared weakness. Here, here, and then boom is my idea. My opponent's not careful, which he's not. That is going to be checkmate on the next turn, no matter what. Unless if my opponent like sacrifices the bishop or whatever by going like there, but this is over. Yeah, I don't recommend playing the alien gambit, especially against me. I'm just going to refute it on the spot. If everyone can please click on the like button, that would help me out so much. Okay, he's being silly. He's sacrificing. Now I could pretty much remove this. There we go. Mate. Next up. Who is next? I wonder if anybody is next. Is the queue empty? Does nobody want to play me anymore? Did I go through everyone that wanted to play? No, we have 2025 World. Look at that. 2025 World. Are you here? I'm Blunder One. All right, you're up. I'm glad we had the Nightbot because I would have forgot. I'm Blunder One. Here we go. Challenge sent. Good luck. Nice username. I'm Blunder One. Here we go. Kurtan. Join on the 1st of April. What do you mean by that, L2? We have a classic, beautiful Kurtan structure. And it's the classical variation. How funny is that? What a funny timing. Alright, let's go here and protect the pawn. Clearly doesn't want it. Okay, let's take. And I'm going to come over here. This would have been a mistake. I was a little bit worried about here sacrificing the queen for a checkmate over here. I didn't want to allow that. Let's go here. All right, break the pin. I'm up a pawn right away. So I'm fine with this. 1000%. Even though it doesn't look like the most active for me. Pretty good. Hey, Kurtan. Okay, cool. Good to have you in the queue. Ah, you're tricking me. What's up, Atref Jr.? Hello, hello. Never mind, I got excited there. Attacking the queen. Oh, you will play? So do join again. All right. Let's go with this move. Bring out that last piece. No, you've left the queue, I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. I would just do join again just to make sure. I'm attacking the queen. Okay, you're good. That you. I don't know who you mean. Let's go here. Attack the bishop. I mean, I'm up a pawn, so I'm cool to trade. And let's go here. More trades. We're gonna trade this down to a winning endgame. That's the goal. All right, let's go here. Force yet another trade. We'll take here. Nightbot thought I wanted to join on the 1st of April. Funny. Rook e8 next. Okay, I don't want to allow this checkmate, so we block it. That checkmate would have been embarrassing. If queen here really trying for this, I may double jump that pawn. And then white has nothing. All right, let's back up the knight. And maybe go here. All right, let's go this way. Tickle that knight. Maybe when the knight moves, I'll put a rook on d8. Then threaten to like take that pawn, and then if pawn takes, rook takes queen. See what my opponent does. All right, let's do it. Let's put a rook here, threatening this. Because if pawn takes, that's a free pawn after I take the queen. This is not a free knight. Let's do it. Let's take that pawn. Pawn takes. Boom. And I'll be up another pawn. All right, let's go back. Now the pawn was... Okay, now we take the rook. He fell for the same tactic right away, 2 times in a row. That is hilarious. Let's go here. Hit the knight. Maybe we'll go here. Double up. I'd love to go here and trade off a pair of rooks. And then see where my opponent wants to go after this. But this is kind of all over. This is just... I'm just going to crack this position over. Just take the rook. Let's come here, hit the knight, hit the pawn behind it. Let's go here. If knight takes, we have rook over here. Actually, the knight is basically trapped after this. That's kind of funny. I kind of want to sneak in my king over here and pick up the knight. Obviously, it's a little too slow after this, but that's my idea. Could I get away with this? I'm almost going to get away with it. Yeah, I got away with it. That's hilarious. That knight is trapped. And then my opponent's about to run out of time. I'm going to do something a little bit devilish just to win and get the flag. I'm going to put my rook on a square where my opponent can take, but my opponent will not be fast enough to take my rook because they're simply going to run out of time. There we go. And we get the dub. Apparently I'm still winning because I have the knight and a bunch of other pawns. That was dirty. I'm sorry. You played pretty bad? Yeah, you played pretty bad. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You lived up to your username, I'm Blunder One. I don't think there's anybody left. If anyone here in the chat... Oh, wait. I'm sorry. We do. We have more people in the queue. Let's use in the queue. We have Dead Rose, and then we have Kurtan. You guys have 20 more minutes to put your spot in the queue. All right, Dead Rose, are you still here? Is Dead Rose still with us? We'll give maybe 20 seconds so Dead Rose can confirm if they're still here. Otherwise, we are gonna move to the next person. So maybe 15 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guys, it looks like Dead Rose is no longer with us. They are dead. Okay. We have to move on. The show must go on. Kurtan. Kurtan, you're up. What's your chess.com username? Kurdy2. I like it. It's similar to your YouTube name. I'll use that one. You're from Trinidad and Tobago. That's awesome. Good luck. That's cool. I think they have good food there. I watched a documentary on their food on YouTube. They have good street food, I think. All right, challenge sent. Blitzkrieg Chess. I'm afraid to play you with that username, but you're on deck. You're right after this game. Kurtan, did you get my challenge? Make sure you're logged into chess.com and head over to play, and then you should see my challenge on your screen on the bottom right. You should be able to accept it. Kurtan, let me know if you're able to see it. And Blitzkrieg, thanks for joining. Hope you're having a good day. Kurtan, let me know if you got it or not. We'll give Kurtan maybe... Oh, he says you don't see? Okay, log into chess.com. Go to play. I'm about to send you another one. Sometimes that would work if I send you another one. Challenge sent. Check your... There we go. Here we go. Good luck, Kurtan. Karakan. I feel like we've been playing black the whole day. And we've been playing Karakans the whole day, too. Oh, no worries, Blitzkrieg. If you want to do exclamation mark leave, that would be awesome. Otherwise, it's okay. Let's sacrifice the pawn. If pawn takes, I have this nasty move. Queen h4. Hey there, Rewinds. Yeah, I think I remember you. Let's go here anyway. I feel good about this. And then pick up the pawn over there. Thanks, Blitzkrieg. No worries. We'll play again another day. I'll see you next time. Now let's go here. Now we're on the bishop and we're on that rook. This is looking excellent for us right away. I'm doing really good. Really good. Hope everything's good with you too. Let's take this rook in the corner. I do need to be a little bit mindful of my king safety, but I'm not too concerned right now. I probably should be concerned. Let's go here. I'm fine to give up that pawn because I want to castle and get to safety. You saw the mate in too short. It was awesome. Nice. I'm glad you liked it. I like doing those shorts. They don't take me that long to make. It takes me about, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes to find a really good tactic. And then maybe even less. Maybe like anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes to find a good tactic. I would go to like chess.com puzzles or whatever. And then make, just do a screen recording of me going over the puzzle. And then I would just edit it in CapCut to do the captions and the cuts and stuff like that. And then that's it. I add music to it, export, and then upload it. It's easy. It takes me like 20 minutes. A streamer said I'm a strong player for 400 elo. I would love to give you my second opinion on that. If you want to play me, just do exclamation mark join. I'll give you my 2 cents. Here we're up a whole bunch of pieces, so this should be a pretty simple conversion. Thanks for hopping in the queue, Kazam. If you want to sub to my channel, that'd be great too. I would appreciate it. Everyone here can click on like. If all 36 of you click on like on this stream, that would be amazing. Bots don't count, Rewinds. Bots do not play like people. So that's great that you beat a bot, but you gotta play real people. Establish a real rating. Quanell, double exclam. Let's go here. You knew I was going to say that? Okay. Then there are no surprises. Alright, that's a rook. And I'm going to trade off the bishop. Okay, let's take. And I have 2 rooks. This should be pretty simple. 2 rooks and a knight. He didn't take back my knight. But at this point, it's all pretty much over. Let's stop the king from coming in. Oh, you beat an 800. That's very nice. Good progress. We're going to go here, here, double up. Maybe double up this way, and then just chop everything off. And we have resignation. Okay. Good game, Kurdy. Where did you go wrong? I think this move allowing this queen h4 and the rook was opening the door for some challenges and your down material. My favorite sport is chess. Hello, thermodynamics. Next up. But that was a fun game. It was a fun attack. Kazam, what's your chess.com username? Let's get a game. Bro, as in like soccer or American football. Okay, fine. American football. I like watching the Super Bowl. I'm not a sports fan, though. Thanks for sharing that, Kazam. But according to the International Olympic Committee, chess is a sport. They even have their own Olympiad. Yeah, chess is a sport. Does anyone in the chat disagree with that? I'm happy to have an argument on that. And if you say you have to exercise for it to be a sport, well then look at, I don't know, golf. I guess golf you exercise. You hit the golf club. All right, here we go. Good luck, Kazam. Yeah, I have seen Queen's Gambit. Chess is not a sport, it's life. Funny. We have the Elyekin. We hit that knight right away. Challenge it. Where is he going? Where is this knight going? Over there? Fine. Standard stuff. My favorite chess player. Okay. When you say favorite, do you mean like alive or dead or either? Now we're tackling that knight. Where is this knight gonna go? Alive. So I want to say, okay, I'm going to answer both. Alive, it's going to be a toss-up for me between Hikaru Nakamura and Magnus Carlsen. I'm inclined to say Magnus Carlsen because he's the GOAT, and we're very lucky to be alive in the same time that he's alive. As far as dead, Bobby Fischer, the only American world chess champion. We almost had Fabiano Caruana take the throne from Magnus. It came very close, and I think it was game 6. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that, but there was one game where he had chances against Magnus and could have been the second American world chess champion. Sadly, that never happened, but I think Fabiano Caruana is probably by far the strongest player to have never been world champion. You could argue Jan Nepomniachtchi. Deceased, I said Bobby Fischer. You're hourly object. I know who you are. Favorite opening. My favorite opening is gonna be the London system. It's the first opening that I learned, so it has a special place in my heart. Viswanathan Anand, the guy's a GOAT. Absolutely, one of my favorite players as well. I kind of want to sacrifice the knight, but that would be kind of silly, so I'm not going to do that. It would open up the king, but maybe for like a bullet game, it would be all right. Yeah, the Sicilian is a great opening too. I've dabbled in it. Caro-Kann, yeah. Caro-Kann is, for me, for black, yeah. Maybe Caro-Kann is my favorite at this point. I don't even play London system anymore. What to do? The pawn is hit. Let's push it. Oh, and yeah, no one said Gukesh. I don't think anyone's favorite player is Gukesh. He needs to defend the throne a couple of times to be in contention with the GOAT, or in any of these discussions for favorite all-time players. If Gukesh just loses this one, he'll be just like Dingley Ren. Alright, I think this is a mistake because of queen here. And then I'm actually targeting both knights. Hard to defend both in this position. Martian Gambit. Actually, that's one way to defend both. But I take with my knight, no? Isn't that a free pawn and I'm still on these knights? These knights. Sounds like these nuts. Oh, this pawn is hanging, but I could just take. Queen takes is the only move, though, but I could take. I'm happy with my position. And I'm way up on time. My opponent has barely any time left. Let's go with this. Pawn takes, I get another knight. Takes whatever I castle. Let's just castle, and I'm fine to open up. I could have took the bishop for free. Whatever. I'm up so much. Let's try to be tricky. Let's go here. Okay, I was hoping for a trick, but I'm in check. How many minutes? Probably 3 is what I normally do. All right, I'm about to play a devilish move here. I'm going to take a pawn and make him run out of time. I was looking for a dumb move to play. I would have played maybe queen over here would have been funny. Queen there to just make my opponent flag. Do I know how to play Scandinavian defense? I don't like the Scandinavian defense, and it's not one that I would recommend to anybody to play. It's not good objectively. You're bad when it's low time. Yeah, it's tough. Time management is a tough thing to get a hold of. Why I would not recommend the Scandinavian? Because right away in the opening of the Scandinavian, you're giving an extra tempo to white. Boom, I hit your queen, you have to move your queen. And you're accepting just being slightly worse. The engine gives this like a 0.6 for white. It's not like you're totally lost or anything, but there's no reason to give up this advantage right away. And if you don't take with the queen, sometimes you see this sideline come up, you would go check first. And then if bishop here, you go here. And this is still a slight advantage for white. It's just helping white develop. King's Gambit is wild. I don't know the King's Gambit. I avoid it at all costs. Okay, rewinds. You're in the queue. And you're up. What's your chess.com username? Let's grab a game. Guys, you have 5 more minutes to mark your spot. Kurt. Oh, you have me added? I don't know your username, so you could challenge me or tell me your username. But if anyone who didn't play me yet today wants to play, you have 4 more minutes to do it. Right now it's 6:41 p.m. my time. When it's 6:45, I'm closing off the queue. So this is your chance. If you've been on the fence about it, thinking about it, now is your time to do it. L2, I think I already played you. So you got to leave the queue. 1 game per person per stream. How to join? Do !join inside my chat with 1 word, just like how L2 said it. I think we have someone. Don't we have rewinds? Rewinds, what's your username? Or challenge me. Okay, here we go. I'm assuming this is you. RPD, NEJ. Oh, you tried typing this before the other day, and it didn't work. I remember you now. Okay, E4. Here we go. We have another Eliekin. Okay, challenge the knight. Where is he going with it? The Eliekin is not a good opening, objectively. If you're not careful, you just blunder that knight. And now with like barely any effort, I'm going to win. Let's go here. I would love to trade. Why not? I'm already up a full piece. He's going back. That's what he should have done with his other knight. Let's throw in this check and then castle. Ooh, he's going over here. Very interesting. Let's castle. And if I check, that'll allow him to go here and develop on his tempo. So instead, I'm just gonna back up my bishop over here and maybe play a move like b3 and fianchetto. You guys rarely see me fianchetto, but I think in this position it makes a lot of sense to do it. To point that bishop at this beautiful long diagonal. Let's do it. Let's fianchetto. If my queen is ever attacked, I can always move it, so I'm not really worried. We're about to fianchetto. Boom. Now this bishop is going to be a monster for the rest of the game. An absolute unit. Okay, let's take, because this bishop was not that good. Whoa, takes back with the pawn. That move is interesting. Let's go here. It has a double purpose. One, of course, yeah, it's hitting that pawn, but two, it opens the door for the queen to come to h5. Just like that. And now we're starting an attack. Let's take that pawn with a check. It's protected by the knight, so the king can't take it. Let's throw in a check from the rook. Where's this king going? Maybe this next. Boom, check. Maybe this next, and that's mate. King up, and mate. Beautiful game. Next up, do we have Quanel? Quanel, do you want to play? You didn't join the queue, but if you want to play, we can play. You're so bad. Yeah, don't play the Eliakin. Just don't learn another opening. Don't play this. It's not good. Only play this if you're a good player. Don't play this yet. Play a normal move. Play like e5. Play Kurtan. Play Sicilian. Don't play this. Don't play that. And don't play other garbage openings. Quanel, what's your username on chess.com? And I'll send you a challenge. Just drop in your username and make sure you're subbed to my channel. Mbazini. Okay, Mbazini. Make sure you're logged into chess.com. Click play, and then you should see a challenge come up very momentarily. Yeah, you got it. Hey, what's up there, Shashvat? Your name Shashvat actually sounds like the word chess in Hebrew. The way to say chess in Hebrew is shachmat, which is like very close to your username. I don't know if maybe it's Arabic or something, but it's very similar to chess in Hebrew. Okay, Mbazini, you're up. Here we go. And he's from South Africa. Very nice. We have a Kurtan. Against the Kurtan, we play the two knights attack, where if we play e4 and they play c6, bring out both of your knights. It doesn't matter what order you bring them in. We just bring them out. Usually we would have pawn takes, knight takes, and then like knight here, takes, queen takes, knight here, knight here, knight here, queen back. All good stuff. But we don't have that, so we take with the pawn. Pawn takes, we throw in this check. All right, a chess player. You're going to be the last player in here. I am closing off the queue right now. So a chess player, 1, 2, 3, you are on standby after this game. And then that'll be it. Let's castle. And we'll go over here. Keep the tension. Okay, now d4. Challenge that bishop. Open up the door for my bishop. And we gain a tempo by doing so. My opponent's really in the think tank here. If he continues to think at this pace, it won't be very good. Here I'm thinking to take the bishop. If pawn takes, this pawn is going to be a weakness. I could potentially push this pawn. Kick the knight away and then like put a knight over here. Let's try. Let's go here. We'll take that bishop. And if the knight takes, then we just move the bishop. We'll be up a knight. Okay, well let's do that. Let's be up the knight. Amazing. Boom. We're threatening now to take that pawn. This pawn cannot take back because that rook will be on that rook in the corner. So we're just up a full piece now. All right, now let's see. Should I throw in this check and then come here and then there? Yeah, let's do it. Let's throw in a check just so to hurt the opponent. He can't castle. Maybe I could come in with my knight. That kind of looks strong. You know what? I'm going to do it. Let's jump in this way. It just looks more harmonious. Now we have two knights jammed up inside my opponent's position. What to do now? Probably to take here would be the most logical move. Let's do it. These knights are scary monsters. Scary monsters. And now we're going to throw in the bishop in the mix, and it's causing a pin. What to do next? Maybe queen d4. Adding a little bit more pressure. Or queen f4. Interesting. Let's back up that bishop. If he goes here, okay, I just go here. And now I'm threatening to take that pawn. And this bishop is doing a great job at guarding that. So this knight is no longer a babysitter. No longer a babysitter. I would love to... Ooh, guys, I have a beautiful move if he falls for it. Let's take the knight. If pawn takes, then we have bishop here, and we're going to win the queen. He fell for it. I had a feeling you'd fall for it. There was a way out of it so you don't lose the queen, but... and that was after it takes. Instead of recapturing it, just to take the knight over here, the other knight. And then there's no pin. But this way, they're just going to lose the queen. A chess player 123, you're on standby right now. If you want to give me your chess.com username, I'll challenge you right after this game ends. This way we can keep things moving along. Check. This game's about to be over. Let's go here. Why not? Rook takes, queen takes. This is going to be all over real soon. We'll take. Bring in the other rook into the game. And then like a mate to follow. I don't remember people's usernames. Only if you play me so many times, then I may remember. I only remember like a handful of people's usernames. I should keep like a database. I should keep like a CRM for my users. That'd be a bit overkill. But let's finish things off. This is gonna be mate to follow very shortly. Let's go here. This can't take because of the pin. And we're going to pick up the rook. Yeah, there's a bunch of people that played me a handful of times. Alright. Yummy Time Apple 123. Now that you said the username, I recall it, but there's no way I'd be able to remember it. Unless if I actually study, like with flashcards and stuff, but there's no way I'm gonna do that. I have other ways to spend my time. Yeah, Quadnell, that was fun. Good game. That was a fun game. All right, Yummy Time challenge sent. Did you get the challenge? A chess player 123. It looks like it went away. Let me try again. Hey there, Granada. Welcome. Welcome to my stream. All right, here we go. Our last game of the day, so let's make it count. We're going to start off by e4, best by test, and we have e5, very respectable opening. Excellent move. Okay, this is where my opponent's starting to go wrong. Against this line, in the 4 knights, technically 3 knights, we have a sacrifice. We're going to give up our knight here. Because if knight takes, we have this fork. So he knows I'm going to do a fork, so that's why he's giving up a piece. So we'll go here, knight takes, and now I have control over the center with tempo on the knight, and this will let me develop super quickly. Against this, I'm going to back up my king over here, and I'm going to find shape. I'm in a fine shape right now. Let's play bishop over here. And we have great center control. Really happy about my position. Let's go out with the bishop. Maybe here. Maybe queen goes up 1 square. Bring in the other rook. Do I want to bring in the other rook now? I think so. I think that's the way to go. Could I trap the queen maybe here? The queen is almost trapped, but after this, objectively, I don't see an easy way forward. So let's go here. Get all my pieces involved. Okay. Let's tuck down our bishop and then threaten to push it. I have an excellent position. Not concerned in the slightest. And I have the bishop pair. It's a nice plus. This queen is very passive. It's in La La Land. Okay, let's go here. And now we're going to put pressure on the queen. There is no checkmate because I'm guarded. That pawn is guarding it. Can I get away with this? Hit the queen this way. I think I can. Where is this queen going? If he leaves this... Okay. Could I do a discovery now? Could I go here? Like that. Now I'm on the queen. I think this is great. Okay, what to do now? What to do now? This is kind of tricky. Maybe bishop? No, because knight takes. That would be dumb. What to do? I guess I have to take. And then what? What next? Let's go here. Let's inch a little bit closer to the defense. I think we have to have a queen trade now. Otherwise, the bishop is falling. There's nowhere else on this file that the queen can go to. I think we have this game in the bag. We do have 1:04 left. So we have to be careful about this. Okay. That blunders. We pick up that bishop. That is a nasty fork. Nasty fork. I can't do anything about this. Let's take... We're going to have a crazy game on our hands. Here, defend the pawn. Let's throw in this. Let's go here. Okay, I'm fine to trade. If you want the rook, take the rook. No need to pre-move. I have plenty of time. I think my opponent will take. And we're going to have to play this out. Check, we'll go down. All right. We are in for a real treat. Knight, bishop. We have equal material here. It's just going to be a little tricky. Let's go here and attack that pawn. Okay. This bishop is doing great. Let's get the king involved. Okay, check. And let's go here. Offer a trade. I would love it for it to be bishop versus... Here we go. Bishop versus knight. This is what it's all about. Let's go here. Check. Get out of there, king. Let's come here. Get the king active. Active and close. I'm inching my way towards those other pawns. Let's go here. Hit that knight. Okay, we take. We don't want any promotions. This We're going to pick up a pawn. Is this enough to win? We will see very shortly. Let's go here and pick up that pawn. Here, pick up the pawn. And we're going to roll through. We're going to push. Oh, the knight is trapped. Here, picks up the knight, and then we win. Let's not flag. We pick it up. We pick this up very easily. I can win this in my sleep. Even with maybe 10 seconds. I think that's pushing it, but I think we have the dub. Just no stalemate. Okay, I'm going to leave it right where it is, and then push the other pawn a little bit. Like that. No stalemate. And the king is locked in a box. Let's make a waiting move. Queen. Queen. This is all over very, very shortly. Boom. Boom. And then mate. There we go. We get the dub with very little time left. 6 seconds. That was a nice game to finish things off. Thanks everyone so much for tuning in. Hope you have a really good rest of your day. And thanks everyone who played with me today. Make sure to subscribe to my channel so that you could play me next time. Take care for now. See you all. Bye. Have a really, really nice day, everyone. Take care for now. Good game.